you going to do about the jizya?
The jizya at the time will no longer be valid because of the fact. Let me finish. The jizya at that particular moment in time will no longer be valid because of the fact that it's too late and the people either accept Islam or they don't. Those are the only two options at that point.
So you agree that Jesus is going to be the one that abolishes the law of jizya?
No. No,
Wait,
Jesus is going to come, and at the time when he comes, because it's the end times, the jizya is no longer applicable. That doesn't help with your Islamic dilemma. You got to try harder.
I'm going to ask you.
So we got a problem. Avery is referring to, and Jake picked up on which one it was, referring to this hadith where it says, Allah's messenger said, the hour will not be established until the son of Mary, aka Jesus, descends amongst you as a just ruler. He will break the cross, kill the pigs, everything that he just said, and then it says, and abolish the jizya tax. Who's doing this? Jesus, the son of Mary, is the one abolishing it. But Jake just said Jesus does not do that. Huh. That's a problem. Now you could argue, okay, he slipped up. Here's the problem. All right. He's going to double down on this.
So you agree that
valid because of the fact that it's too late and the people either accept Islam or they don't. Those are the only two options at that point.
So you agree that Jesus is going to be the one that abolishes the law of jizya?
No.
Right on. All right. He just said no the first time.
No, Jesus is going to come, and at the time when he comes, because it's the end times, the jizya is no longer applicable. That doesn't help with your Islamic dilemma. You got to try harder.
I'm going to ask you one last time. I'll give you a chance before I bring this up.
Yeah,
according to the hadith, does Jesus abolish the jizya? Yes,
no, it's Allah who abolishes.
Now he says no, it's Allah who does that. Well, I mean, the son of Mary abolished jizya. I mean, if you want to say Jesus is Allah, if you want to say Jesus is God, I'll agree with you that Jesus is God. I won't agree that he is Allah in terms of who you say Allah is. But if you want to say Jesus is God, I mean, I'm perfectly okay with that. Totally fine with us agreeing that Jesus is in fact God. After all, that is in fact what you just said. But remember, it's Jesus who abolishes it.
It's Allah who abolishes the jizya, and Jesus is sent as a prophet. We don't believe that the prophet Jesus is making his own laws independent of Allah. Thank you.
Sure, I understand that. But you're adding now to it something that the hadith doesn't say. Sahih al-Bukhari, Oppressions, Hadith 2476, a chapter, the breaking of the cross and killing of the pigs. Bukhari, of which Caleb does in another one, goes over, is like one of the more reliable hadith. And that hadith does not say the things that Jake says. It says that Jesus comes to abolish it. And then he says that Allah is the one who does it. But the problem is the hadith says Jesus is the one who does it. If you want to say Jesus is God, I'm totally fine with that.
Go to the hadith really quick, and I want to just bring this up for you because you said according to the hadith, Jesus is not the one who is abolishing the jizya. So
no, I said that prophets when they bring laws,
and now he's doubling back. We just started, and this, I don't know if this was Avery's original plan or not to go here, or if he was just setting it up. But like, this was not the direct. He's now doubling back. He said no, he doubled down on it, and now he has to backtrack. You're starting to see that there's a little bit more agitation. He's going to say it's because Avery's misrepresenting him, but we just saw that he just said the opposite of what the hadith says. And then he technically made Jesus God.
Revelation from God. And based upon that, that's the laws that they're bringing.
I got you, so I'm going to ask it again. Does Jesus abolish the jizya, yes or no?
That I said that the prophet Jesus and all prophets receive revelation, and based upon that, they bring laws. But even if you wanted to say that Jesus came and independently abolished the jizya,
well, that's just what the hadith says.
Help you at all whatsoever in the Islamic dilemma.
Okay, here's Sahih Bukhari 2476. This is one of many, ladies and gentlemen. It says, and I'm going to ask this question. Narrated Abu Hurairah. Allah's apostle said, the hour will not be established until the son of Mary descends amongst you as a just ruler. He will break the cross, kill the pigs, and abolish the jizya tax. Yeah, exactly. So does the law that when Jesus is coming, is he, according to what I just read, going to abolish the jizya tax?
As I said, he is doing it.
It's not as you said. You said no the first two times. Then you said Allah's doing it, and then you added this other thing. Because you're backtracking. You completely changed your whole response. I mean, it's fine to be wrong, but to act like you weren't wrong or you didn't misspeak, that's just not intellectually honest.
Based upon revelation.
So he is doing it.
He's doing it based upon revelation, and that doesn't change anything.
Chef logic on the move.
You have to establish.
Oh, that it doesn't.
Okay,
we're just getting started.
You have to explain how it changes anything related to the Islamic dilemma.
This is the point is your argument does not touch the Islamic dilemma, but I'm hiding. Okay, we're going to see. We're going to see. So,
get busted up.
Okay, cool. So according to you, this is a slow simmer.
Exactly. It's simmering too slow. You don't even notice.
So according to you,
see, now he's getting flustered. I think that Jake is flustered now because you could say it's because he was misrepresented. People are going to say, Muslims are going to say he was misrepresented. The problem is he was wrong. And again, it's I think if you just admitted that he was wrong, it would be one thing. You'd be like, okay, no, that's fine. But the fact that he doubles down on it and then acts like he was been saying the same thing the entire time, the 4 times he answers the question. I mean, come on, that's just not intellectually honest. So I think he got found out for not knowing what the text actually says. And he's starting to see the direction Avery's going to be going. Even though he's saying it doesn't touch the Islamic dilemma, he's starting to raise his response to the Islamic dilemma. He's starting to see that it does. Because Jake's view, if I understand correctly, is effectively that is regarding this legal authority thing. And again, at one point he says that Christians state that we believe that the Torah and the gospel in terms of the Islamic dilemma is a legal authority over the Muslims, or and that we reject the idea that the Quran teaches that the Quran is a legal authority over us when we know that's what it wants to be. But it tells us to go back to the Torah and the gospel. It tells us to do that. It's a weird argument. Again, you can see where he's trying to go with it, but he just does not do a good job here.